Hello, my beauties. It's Anthony, Twin Love, and I'm here with an energy update. Woohoo! Sorry about the massive time delay of coming towards you guys with an energy update, but like I've always said, I will come forward when I am pulled to do so. And thank you all for your patience. And I do know that I've been really feeling the pull. I did actually want to come on yesterday, but I ended up having a bit of a spiritual day with a friend of mine. So I've decided today is the day. But yes, I do apologise. A lot has actually been happening, guys. So I hope you're all well. I hope everything's fine with you lot. And you're sort of dealing with these crazy intense energies that are going on. So, I do apologise that I haven't been here to kind of talk you through or prep you for it. But listen, I'm just going to get straight into it, guys. First and foremost, we are in a real transition at this stage, and a lot of this year has been all about catalysts, endings, transformations, changes, so a lot has actually been going on. And I remember saying a few months back, just try to keep that vibe high while we're going through these situations, because collectively, not just talking about twin flames at the moment, but collectively, there's a lot of heavy energies because there's a lot of fears. There's also a lot of change within people's directions. There are people that are very now stuck in limbo and uncertain of their future. And it's up to us really to kind of ground our energies through this time, keep our vibrations high. Sometimes it's a bit difficult because, I found it's been difficult. But we just have to do the best we can and just to try and stay in our zen as much as possible, really. So hats off to you all for, persevering in that energy, and hats off to you all if you haven't been able to and, been swept up with the wind. That's fine too, because, we're all on different stages, and it is all in divine plan, divine order. Okay, so never fear. Everything that is going according to plan. Now, I have had a few dreams. I haven't written them down. I was going to, but I've been so busy today that I was just like, you know what, it's fine. I remember them anyway. So I am just going to get to the dream state first with regards to some downloads that have been coming through, okay, in this last few weeks. Now, firstly, I had a dream about, I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but I always used to dream of being in school and having to sit exams, and it would always wake me up like, oh God, I've got to sit another exam, and it would always be like this big hoo-ha in my dream about getting to school on time and having to relearn a lesson and everything. And I always knew at that point that there would be more for me to learn. On this journey, there would be more situations that are coming. Well, this time round, I didn't have a dream about school and exams. I had a dream that I then had to go to university. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but it looks like I've got a whole new learning curve, and this time it's a bit of a higher level of learning. So clearly there's more coming in terms of a learning curve for us all. Some have been promoted to taking on a master's degree now, obviously, or some form of degree. So yeah, we're upping the level of education within our journeys, all right? And this is where we're kind of coming to. Now, that was kind of like the first sort of inkling of the dream. The next dream I had was I was actually on my network that I work on, Psychic Network, and I was actually speaking with a client of mine who is actually on this journey. This is all in my dream. And the connection started to go, and I lost connection to my client. Meanwhile, I realised I had to work on the hard drive, and I had to reboot the system and redo a download that would reconnect in a much better way. While I was doing that, my twin was really fat in my dream, and he came behind me to give me a hug, all right? at the time that I was rebooting the system for the connection. So what that told me was that because he was fat in my dream, it did tell me and indicate that this is going to be a time where he's going to be carrying a lot of the baggage, and there's going to be a lot of things that he's going to have to deal with on an emotional level, okay, because he's carrying the weight. Now, I do remember having a very similar dream about his sister last year, bearing in mind his sister got married, didn't she, last year? Well, when I had a dream about her being really fat in my dream, literally she is repeatedly gone through catalyst after catalyst after catalyst after catalyst to now filing for a divorce. So, very short-lived marriage and very devastating, and it's been quite tumultuous, the journey that she's been on, and it's been quite devastating actually, but this is part and parcel of her awakening. Lo and behold, she is actually now seeing 1111, so yeah, it's interesting how that's all kind of taking shape. So this is having obviously an effect on my twin, because he's very much a part of the drama that is going on within his family situation at the moment, okay? Another thing that has happened is, I'll get back to my dreams in just a second, but a thing that happened between my twin and I back in July, so last month, there was contact, there was a real 3-hour communication on the phone. I was still in the UK at the time, and he phoned me early hours of the morning. His girlfriend was in the bedroom asleep. He was down where I live in Spain, and he was pulled to me. I did feel his energy quite strongly that week because it was just before the new moon. And I had a dream about him where we were married, and while I was with him in my dream, my teeth on the left-hand side started to decay and fall out. And my twin was holding back my hair and rubbing my back while I was trying to spit out my teeth that were decaying. Well, when he phoned me in real life a few days after I had that dream, he told me that he had a dream about me a few nights before. And he had a dream that me and him were together and we were in a bar, and his girlfriend was there, and she grabbed me by the hair and started to swing me around by my hair. My twin was trying to get to me to save me, but these men were holding him back and he couldn't get to me. So we actually had that dream on the same night. And interestingly enough, I know that when you do dream of your teeth decaying and falling out, it does mean that there is a fear of losing someone, that you are losing that person. And the fact that he was being held back and couldn't save me, and his girlfriend was taking my strength being the hair, meant that she was actually winning in this situation. And lo and behold, a month later, we are now in full separation. Okay, we've had to part ways. I'm not going to go into details as to why, but he needs to journey on his path, and I cannot be friends with him. It's not going to allow me to be friends with him. There's been too much that has had to break some sort of camel back, and this last month has been what has happened. So I've made the decision to basically stop the friendship. There has been a real sense of separation that has been brewing, and it felt right to stop it cold in its tracks, because I do feel there's a major interference, and being friends isn't working. It just isn't. You know, I've tried it, as you all know, but it's simply holding me back, and it's holding him back. And I do know that at this stage, there is a real sense of separation within the twin flame dynamic, the journey at the moment, and there's a real sense of detachment for a reason. And I just feel that we are being pulled to be in separation for now, okay? As we know, it's not going to be a forever thing, but it is a for now thing. But meanwhile, guys, there is also very strong energies of doors opening. and being tempted, which I'll get to because this came up here for our side, but we have got temptation coming towards us. Now, it doesn't mean that it's wrong with the temptation. Like I said before, you've got to go with what resonates for you. If you feel ready to move on and meet someone, I don't see that there's anything wrong with that. I feel that everything is necessary on this journey to experience in full. And I do feel that at this time, because our twins simply have not come into alignment with our vibration, okay, I do feel that this is a time that we have to pursue a new chapter, okay? But it's a very big lesson, because what I'm learning and what I've been battling with myself in this last month is that I've kind of gone so far detached that, you know, I'm quite ready to journey on in my life and not even consider anything more in my future with my twin, which in one way makes me feel really sad, but on the other way I feel alleviated, that I still feel connected, but I'm so separated from him. So I've been through a real mixture of like different energies that is going on. I still absolutely love him with all my heart. There is no doubt about that. Very unconditional love, and that will never not be there. But I just feel that at this stage in our journeys, there's a call for separation, and I need to trust why they are doing that for us. Okay, now this may not resonate with some people, which is fine, but I've just got to go by with what I'm experiencing. Okay, now that all happened in July, and that was what the dreams were with regards to me and my twin back at that point. So since then I've dreamt that he's come back, he's been fat. Okay, then I had another dream where I had to journey to Jupiter, which is interesting because now Jupiter has now aligned with Saturn, I do believe. So this is going to be a potent time with why I had to go to Jupiter. Then I had another dream where we were lighting incense and candles in a very dark room. So it's almost as if like we're getting snippets of light and the incense is cleansing the energies. Okay, so we are still very much doing the energetic work behind the scenes, but our reality is shaping in a different way at the moment to energetically. But that's fine. Okay, we don't have to marry the two. Remember that. The energy work is far more important, if I'm honest with you guys. Anyway, all right. So this is what I've been kind of learning. I think that this is why I had to go back to some form of learning myself in my education. But I'm trying to understand my logic of separation to still being connected to feeling separate. Okay, so I've kind of been working through these energies. But there's a lot of surfacing, and I do feel that our twins have needed to feel the loss of us. And I know myself, I haven't actually done that yet because I've always maintained contact. So I do feel that for some of you who have maintained contact or form of friendship, catalyst would have happened in order to bring about that situation. For others of you that have been in full separation with no contact, your stories will be looking a little bit different, okay? You may feel somewhat disconnected, but you're supposed to at this time, all right? We are all being pulled to feel that disconnect for whatever reason, okay? There is clearly more stuff that is coming up here that I don't feel we are supposed to be a part of on their journeys, okay, and vice versa. Now then, another interesting dream I had was of my ex who came back into my life that I told you guys about. We've maintained contact. I saw him not that long ago either. Always a lovely, beautiful energy, and I know that he is still going through an ascension program at the moment himself, okay? So he's still very much on his journey, divine masculine energy that is going up levels of ascension. And interestingly enough, I had a dream about him last week where he was wearing a silver chain And he was bare chest, he was lying in bed, and I went and snuggled into him, and we were just snuggling. And I looked up, and there was a big solar flash of light that came and lit up the whole sky. And then I started to fly up towards this light, right? And we were talking about the dream that I had, and I just came to the conclusion that I do feel that he is helping me on my ascension path. I feel that he's come into my life to really help me in a very spiritual way, searching for my truth and learning through him with what he is now experiencing on his journey. Okay. So I do feel that he is very much part of my ascension at this stage in my life. And I'm just open to seeing where that is taking me. You know, I'm not saying in any form of relationship, I'm not saying that, but it's certainly interesting how he is showing me his journey through a toxic situation that he's been in. Now he's going through his awakening and he's ascending. And I just think that he's kind of prepping me of what to expect when our twins finally go through the same situations that will get them up on their ascension path as well. That's my take on it, okay? Right, so I think that's where I got to with the dreams. So, yeah, very much a lot more light coming in now. I think we're going to get a lot more clarity in terms of direction and where we're going. I think we will be seeing a lot more in the physical happening with our journeys, and I just think watch this space, because there is definitely something brewing, I'm telling you, and I can see it with the cards here. So I have shuffled, these have jumped out. I'm going to get straight to the cards, and then I'd like to do the Psychic Tarot after shuffling live, and we'll see what they've got to say as well. Okay, I'm going to flick through these guys because it's quite straightforward. So Divine Feminine first. Two of Wands. This is all about choosing now a path of where you want to go down. Okay, so because it came with the Sun as well, I feel this, we're being led by the light to show us which direction we kind of need to go in for now. Okay, this is kind of where we're at. We've got to choose a path. Now I know what path I've chosen, but like I said, some of you might be flipped around, right? So you've just got to take what resonates. But be careful, because the devil's come out with this. And he is tempting us into a bit of a new direction here with the Ace of Pentacles. He is showing us that there are other options that you can take. Okay. Now, I think with the Sun, this is about following your inner guidance, your inner torch. All right. Let your inner compass guide the way. Let your inner knowing guide the way. And just be aware that you may be kind of being summoned and tempted into taking on a path that could steer you off a course. Okay, it could steer you in the wrong direction. But this is why you've got to really trust and use your own discernment, all right, with where you want to go. If something feels right to you, and it does feel right, and you're not just doing something for the sake of trying to forget your twin or, you know, whatever. If you're authentically being divinely guided towards a new direction, do it. But if you're trying to force a change, I would say that's where this double energy is coming in. Okay? Because you have got a new beginning coming up, Divine Feminines. There is going to be something very practical. There are going to be new opportunities on a practical level as well. So it's not just about being tempted here. There is definitely going to be new beginnings with regards to your work, your careers, your home lives, okay, studies, etc. So you will be getting going, you know, you're going to take action towards a new direction. But I would just say, watch for some masks, okay, and watch for some lower vibrations. Try not to get sucked down into this toxic energies that are going on at the moment, especially on the global scale with this pandemic and all the rest of it, all right? And especially, bless your hearts, in the US, you know, with the riots and stuff. There is a lot of negative situations that are out there, but stay in the light. Let that light shine as brightly as possible, okay? So that's for the Divine Feminines. Now then, Oh, it doesn't really matter that they're not in order because I've done with them. Okay, now then, the divine masculines. We got the 2 of Wands, they got the 3 of Wands. They've already taken actions. They've already taken their actions with new emotional beginnings, new loves, okay? They've already done it. And, you know, they're waiting for the ship's cargo to come in. You know, they're in this dream state, you know, getting excited about new chapters that they've taken towards in their lives, and that's all very well done and dusted, and that's great. You know, they're coming into this new wave of emotions. However, it's followed with the Tower, which means that it's going to start to break down and crash down. It's going to drastically change. The catalysts are going to come up where it's going to leave them now thinking, oh my God, what do I do now? 2 of Pentacles. So where we got the Ace of Pentacles, they got the 2 of Pentacles. Where we got the Devil, they got the Tower. Where we got the Sun, they got the Ace of Cups. Where we got the 2 of Wands, they got the 3 of Wands. So you see what I mean about this something brewing. Not everything is as it seems at the moment, guys. Okay. So even though it's looking in one way a reality, behind the scenes, something's going to kick off. And it's going to create a Tower moment for the divine masculines, okay? Which is then going to leave them feeling like they're going to have to now stand back and reassess what direction they now go in. Because now they're going to feel lost because of this catalyst, okay? So I've got a strong feeling it's going to take shape within the next 3 months. That's what I'm picking up, all right? Okay, then I'm going to come straight to the Titania cards, okay? So what I got here was, we've got the bear, the garden, and the clover. I'm so sorry about how worn these cards are. You can tell I use them a lot. So the bear is about strength. This is something strong, dependable, reliable, that is coming towards us in a physical way. Okay, and the garden is all about a meeting. It's a get together, it's a reunion. And with the clover, this is the fate card. This is divine guidance, bringing a lucky situation with regards to a get together here that is going to be happening for us. Okay, so something good's going to come from this get together. Now it could be with friends, it could be with your loved one, it's going to be a social gathering. Okay. So something lucky is going to come from this social gathering. And what is interesting is we've got the owl with the whip and then the flowers. Okay. Now the owl with the whip is gossip. You're going to be finding out something. And the flowers is about happiness. So whatever it is you're going to be told at this get together, it's going to make you feel happy about this situation. Now I don't like gossip. It's a very low vibe. But it's necessary for what's going to be unlocked. We need to hear whatever it is we're going to hear. But it's going to make us feel in that place of like, you know what? I needed to hear that. For whatever reason. But let it happen and then you'll see what I mean. All right? And then what was interesting was we then got the road, the ring and the key. So the road is about the new direction, the new path. Okay, to do with the connection, to do with the relationship, to do with even with them in their relationship. And the key is what's being unlocked. What is hidden is going to be unlocked. It's going to be revealed. It's a new opportunity that is coming towards us with regards to this connection. Okay, and that's because of what is going to take shape from that get together. Okay. So that was very interesting as well. And then I asked Archangel Michael, and the message for us was lean on God and angels for support. Absolutely beautiful. I'll read it out and it says, Dear God and angels, I give you this situation now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. So that is just to show that there is definitely something that is going to be taking shape, just to allow the divine to do its job. Meanwhile, we are being called to be separate from our twins at this moment, because we are not supposed to be involved in what is about to happen. And basically, guys, it's as simple as that. Okay. Right, and then the fortune reading cards, the first card that jumped out was Thorns, okay? And it says here, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. So we are in amongst these challenges at the moment, okay? We are trying to get ourselves untangled from the thorns. We are trying to see that light that is still shining, okay? Which is exactly what the dreams have been showing. The light is coming, the candles being lit, the incense being burnt. We're clearing the energies. Jupiter now aligning with Saturn. Things are going to start taking that turn. The weight that our twins are carrying. But we're going to be rebooting the connection in a much more healthier way. Okay. And we cannot possibly come to union until they've gone through their awakening process. And this is what my friend / ex-boyfriend is actually showing me at this stage. Okay. So yes, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Then we had Dragonfly. A lot will resonate with this being their spirit animal, okay? But look out for dragonflies. If you see them, this is a clear message for you. And it says, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit, okay? So give yourself some time, guys. Recharge your batteries. Don't be afraid to sit in solitude for a while. Don't be alarmed that you may be in hermit mode for a while. This is exactly where everyone needs to be at this stage, okay? So really connect to spirit during this time. And then we have celebrations as the outcome. And celebrations is you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. So don't be afraid to have some fun. Don't be afraid to go out and enjoy yourselves. Don't be afraid to surround yourself with like-minded people and just talk and, you know, give yourself some spiritual days and get enlightened, or just have a bit of earthly fun and just go stupid and mad, you know. Whatever floats your boat, you know, just do what you feel you need to at this time, all right? It's very important. Okay, so what I would like to finish off with, guys, is just a message with the Psychic Tarot. I just want to ask for just any additional information that we need to now know with what to be expected over this next few months ahead. Okay, trapped in fear has just jumped out. So some of you may well be trapped in the fact that you don't feel it's ever going to happen. There's a lot of fear attached to our divine masculines, okay? Also, the separation times as well leaves them feeling trapped in that fear of losing us, vice versa, of us losing them. But this is the energy, current energy, okay? Right, please can you show us what else there is that we need to know that is coming up? I do feel as well a lot of the divine masculines are actually trapped in their karmic situations as well, or they're feeling trapped, they can't really get out. Hence why the catalyst is coming. Yeah, look at that. Victory and success. So there are actions that are going to be taken, okay, which is going to bring about our victory, our success for both of us, for the divine feminine and the masculines, okay. It's leading us to a victorious path. So don't lose sight or lose faith in what is going on right now. Two more have jumped out. Yeah, raising an awareness. So it's the awakening process, you know. They're going through, or they will be going through an awareness stage, and then we've got destiny. So, look, guys, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it, really? The fact is they are trapped at the moment. We're trapped at the moment. We've had to unchain ourselves from our own thoughts, unchain ourselves from the attachments to outcomes, etc. Okay. And yes, some of us may have kept ourselves in this fear, and that's what we need to work on right now through the separation. Other people have worked through that, and they're actually now allowing for the divine masculines to unchain themselves from a situation whilst we're still living life to the full and doing what we need to do as light workers. Okay. But this situation is clearly going to be victorious. They are going to win this feeling of trapped in fear. They're going to take the necessary actions, and that's what spurs on their awareness, their awakening. Okay, they're going to start becoming more attuned and more aware of where they should be heading, and that is towards their destiny. Okay, this situation with us all is our destiny, guys, and we will reach our destination. But right now, we've got to weather through these challenges, okay? So I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, that was really full on and just, just regurgitated that all out really fast. But I hope you could resonate with what came through. Please take what resonates as always. And don't forget, guys, I am doing personal readings for the Twin Flame Journeys. I'm also doing personal readings for people not on the Twin Flame Journeys. And I am also doing guidance sessions through times of ascension, through times of, the dark nights of the souls, anyone that needs me for guidance sessions. So my price list is in my description. So please go in, send me an email if you want to book in. My PayPal is there, so please just transfer the money to the PayPal and then I can book you in within the time frame that I've given in the description, okay? So God bless everyone. Take good care. Lots of love your way. Keep those beautiful vibes high. And just please let me know how you're getting on, all right? Just come to me, send me emails, write in my group on Facebook, whatever. Just keep us all posted. Lots of love, everyone. Mwah. Big hugs, big kisses, and speak to you soon.